What's up, Panther fans? This is Shane here with your first Carolina Panthers Facebook video blog. Little background information on me first. My name's Shane. I am the administrator for Carolina Panthers, the Facebook group. We're the largest group on Facebook for Panther fans. Come down and join. The link to the group will be in the information box right below the video. Come join us, talk Panther football. We have a great time on there. We're right at 15,500 members now, which is pretty amazing. So, but thanks to the fans for giving me the support and inspiration to do this. This is my first vid, so might be a little rocky, but we'll get it down. So yeah, let's just jump right into Panther football. How about it? The off season's been pretty crazy for most of us fans. A lot of Panther favorites have been released, such as Brad Hoover, for one. Jake got cut, Nile Diggs, all these guys. Out of all those, the one I can see being the most surprising probably is Brad Hoover, because it's Brad Hoover. He doesn't carry that much cap room or carry that much salary, so it's not a big hit on the cap. He's been with the team for 10 years. He's always played hard, always had great work ethic. So it sucked to lose him, but I guess we got to go with the youth movement and just kind of have to just roll the dice and go with it. Our front office has always been really great about making good moves and everything, so we have to kind of trust in them, I think. But yeah, the draft coming up this week, and I'm super hyped as always about the draft. It's kind of a chance for a new beginning, for your team. If it's been a crazy off season, you can always look to the draft and be like, we're going to get some new players, some new talent, and something to be excited about. Well, a lot of fans aren't excited because we don't have a first round pick, but I'm still pretty hyped for it. Our greatest positions of need right now are defensive tackle, defensive end, wide receiver. That's the predominant big three that people talk about. And we'll kind of get into a little bit of that in a minute. But kind of leading up to this point, our Panthers have been doing a lot of good scouting from what I've been hearing. John Fox, Marty Herney, they've been going out to a lot of individual workouts, working out people, doing interviews. It kind of seems like more than usual. Maybe they're trying to do a little more to save their jobs. But, actually, Marty Herney's already got a deal on the table to return. I don't know if he's signed it yet. They're really hush-hush about it. But Coach Fox, he's in his lame duck year, and he's got to perform or he's going to be gone. So it's big time for the draft. But they've been doing all these private workouts. A lot of good people that I like that they've been working out, especially like my boy Armani Edwards, App State. He's a quarterback, might play quarterback, might play wide receiver in the league. We don't know yet, but he's one guy I'm keeping an eye on for the later rounds. But some of the guys that they've been looking at so far at quarterback, like Tim Tebow, like Coach Fox visited with him personally, and so did Marty Herney, I think. But looked at him. They looked at Tony Pike. They've looked at I think Dan Lefevre. All these people they're looking at, and I'm kind of wondering if they're planning on taking a quarterback high in the draft. That may or may not be the case, but my feeling is probably not, considering we got Matt Moore. Well, he's pretty much the #1 guy in this youth movement. He's performed great for us so far when he started, and I feel really comfortable with him moving forward. I think ideally we can pick up a veteran quarterback after the draft, and maybe draft a rookie very late, like 6th round, to plug in there and be on the roster to fill space. So I think a lot of the workouts they're doing right now at quarterback may just be the smoke screen more than anything else. Moving on to wide receiver. I think wide receiver is our #1 need, personally. Some people think it's defensive tackle, but apparently one of those people that doesn't think it's defensive tackle is Coach Fox. I've seen some quotes from here lately, and he seemed pretty satisfied with the depth they have at defensive tackle right now. It seems like they do have a lot of bodies, but not really that much talent. So we're going to see where they go from there. This is a deep draft class for defensive tackles. It's a deep draft class for wide receivers. So I think they're going to be plentiful at that position throughout the draft. But I think in second round we go wide receiver. That's number one. That's we've only got Steve Smith. There's the really only viable receiver right now. You got Dwayne Jarrett, but you know hasn't really produced lately. So we're just kind of going to see where they go from there. People I like in the second round right now, you know, Golden Tate. If he falls to our second position, I think you have to take him. You know, 48th pick in the second round. I doubt he falls that far. Probably he shouldn't. But if he does, you've got to jump on him. He's got speed. He can play the slot. Another guy that I really like here lately is Taylor Price from Ohio. He's been just launching up draft boards here lately, and he's got some great speed. He's got the great downfield threat. He's got good hands. He showed a lot to me in his videos. So I think if we got the chance to take him, if Golden Tate's not there, we should probably jump on him. Other guys I like for the second round pick is Brandon LaFell from LSU. He's got decent size, good hands, but he's been a little slipping down draft boards here lately for LaFell. So we'll see kind of where that goes. But other options in the second round, if we decide not to go wide receiver, could be, you know, defensive tackle, like we've talked about before. Guys named Alualu from I think California. He's kind of shooting up draft boards, and he's been linked to us several times. But you know, I think in the end we go wide out. Looking later in the draft, you know, we got to get defensive tackle, you know, probably third round most likely, and also defensive end. This is not as deep a draft class for defensive ends as it is defensive tackle, so we'll see where that takes us. But in the end, you know, hope we have a great draft. I trust in Hurney and Fox that they'll do what's right and you know, get us moving forward in the right direction. They've always been great drafters. You know, Hurney's got a history of trading away the future first-round pick the last couple seasons, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if that happens again this year, honestly. And you know, reasoning behind that, next year's draft class is likely not to be as strong. There's you know, there could be a lockout, so I don't know what implications that could hold for the draft. But it may be smart if you can trade away next year's first for either a late first this year or an early second. That may be the ideal position to go with. You know, we get something now to help our team. You know, we got a great young nucleus here with, you know, double trouble, our running backs, Matt Moore, Steve Smith, John Beeson, you know, Everett Brown. I've been reading up on him. He's looking really good this offseason. He's bulked up, added 10 pounds of muscle. He's ready to go for this year. And we've got our young corners. So we're really young. We just kind of cut a lot of, I don't want to call it dead weight because a lot of players we liked. But, you know, I think we're going to be in good shape this year when it all comes down to it. We'll see how training camp goes, and we'll just go from there. But just hope you enjoy the draft this week. Starts Thursday night. It's the first year they're doing the 3-day draft, if you're not aware. Thursday night starting at 7:30 will be round 1, and then rounds 2 and 3 on Friday, followed by the rest on Saturday morning. So tune in, give me your thoughts, make sure you subscribe to the channel. More videos coming, probably weekly. Definitely have a draft recap probably next week coming out, so just look out for that. And just make sure you subscribe to the channel, and yeah, just give me your inputs if you want. You know, give me some suggestions in the comments down below, things you want to see, things you would like me to talk about. We can do that. How do you feel about this year? Do you think that we're going to be competitive? Let me know, and hit it up, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Go Panthers!